Sup squad? How y'all doing? Sure hope you're doing well, cause boy, y'all are gonna need a lot of energy. Because we have a late night shift for the Wee Hours Retinue tonight. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And if you don't know what the Wee Hours Retinue is, well, my young soldier, you've got some big shoes to fill, because let me tell you, we don't take just anyone in our retinue. We take only the most tingle aware individuals into our retinue, the most tingle observant, the most tingle open into our retinue, because we here in the Wee Hours Retinue stand guard over the tingles and pray for their arrival. If you really don't know, sometimes after I record my videos, I feel weird and kind of spacey. And so I like to record a little bit of a wind down for myself. And that is what these videos are. So they're a little bit higher energy and a lot more rambly. Because I'm kind of just trying to bring myself back to the world. I also like catching up to y'all as people here, so feel free to tell me what's going on in your lives in the comments. I do like to see, and I do like to hear. I really do. So, actually, I might have a problem with being a little bit obsessed with the people who comment on my videos. I don't even know if I should say this out loud, but I get really curious, and so I always click on everyone's channel every time they comment on my videos, unless there's someone who comments a lot and I kind of already know what to expect. But it's generally the same people, and I recognize everyone who's a repeat commenter. And every time there's someone new, I always click to see if they are a YouTube channel that is an active YouTube channel. And sometimes they are. Sometimes you guys have old dead channels. Dead, I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean people who used to post and don't anymore. Sometimes it's empty channels. Sometimes it's people who are active uploaders, and that's always very, very exciting for me to see. I love seeing whenever musically oriented channels comment, just because I really like music, and so it makes me excited whenever I can see other people who put their music-y stuff on the internet. Makes me feel a little bit more brave or something, and a little bit honored, honestly, to have music people on my channel. So, I was thinking about doing a tracing video today. I just finished recording. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but very hand movements-y, mic brushing-y, relax, 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 sleep encouragement sort of stuff. Before I did that, I was thinking about doing a tracing video with this book. All Yesterdays is one of my favorite books to enjoy with other people because it has really, really interesting illustrations on it. And it's basically a speculative dinosaur book, using the bones of dinosaurs, the skeletons of dinosaurs, to imagine what they might have been in a more open-minded way than we've imagined them in the past. It's become a little bit more of a widely accepted idea nowadays that we have no idea what the dinosaurs looked like. All we have are their skeletons. A lot of animals nowadays do not look like their skeletons, but generally for dinosaurs we just slap skin on them. Very muscly, lean skin, muscle. All the dinosaurs that we imagine are super, super lean and hairless and featherless and whatnot. So this book just kind of takes their skeletons and imagines all of the different things that they could have looked like based on animals today. So it's not like, the point of the book isn't, this is what we think dinosaurs looked like, as opposed to those other scientists. The point is really just to say, like, we have no idea, because skeletons of that shape can fit in any kind of body. So I was thinking about doing a tracing video. And I really, really like watching tracing. And I love this cute little dinosaur so much. Anyway, I might still do a tracing video eventually. Maybe with this book, maybe with other books, maybe with multiple books. I don't know yet. But thinking about this book made me think about aliens. I started watching Ancient Aliens this week. I think this week. And it has had an effect on me. I can't stop joking. Anytime I see a large stone object, I'm like, oh, humans couldn't have moved this. Very fun. Anyway, when watching Ancient Aliens, I have not been able to help but feel like sometimes it almost feels like they're proving time travel instead of aliens. And to be certain, absolutely certain, it's not that I don't believe in aliens, but I certainly don't, believe in all of the things they're proposing. I think it's fun to speculate, and I'll kind of leave it at that, but, with all of the theories that they bring up, how these different statues look like men in spacesuits, or these different statues look like men in hazmat suits, or how these different, I just finished the episode where they were talking about plagues and epidemics and how they may have been delivered by aliens, which is very interesting. But they were talking about how, similar to how the Europeans brought so much disease to the Americas, the aliens might be bringing disease. Some of our worst pandemics maybe were brought by aliens to the world. They especially were talking about the Spanish influenza and the Justinian plague, which I had never heard of before, so I feel kind of out of the loop about that one. I feel like I should have known about that, but I truly felt like I'd never heard of it at all. But anyway, I feel like they're just proving time travel, and I believe in time travel probably even less than I believe in aliens. I can totally get on board with the idea that there has been alien interaction, but the specific proofs that they have about architecture and sculptures that look humanoid and diseases, and I mean, maybe the more episodes I go in, the more alien it'll feel. But all of these things so specifically strike me as advanced humans going to the past and either messing things up or quickly advancing things or whatever. I just feel like they're accidentally proving the wrong thing to me. And I don't even like time travel. I'm not into it. And I think it's been pretty proven. I can't actually source this or remember where this comes from. Maybe one of you people knows. But I feel like it's been determined by science that even if time travel is possible, you can only go forwards and not backwards. But again, I have no idea why that is. I think it has something to do with wormholes, maybe. I don't know. Those are the associations that my brain has for it, though. guy in Ancient Aliens who is the meme. I think his name is Giorgio Tsoukalos, something like that. I could be very wrong. It's some kind of George, but it's not George. I think it's Giorgio. And then Tsoukalos or Toukalos, something like that. He's so good. He's so passionate and interesting. I would love to listen to like a podcast. I wonder if he has a podcast. I would totally listen to a podcast by him. But I started joking to myself kind of that he always seemed a little bit defensive whenever he was talking about aliens, which is fair. I mean, I think he's in a theoretical field that is often doubted, right? So it makes sense that he would have a sort of defensive air about him. But he seems very defensive, and I started imagining, just for the fun of it, that he was like trying to explain himself to like the police or something. Like everything that he was saying was some sort of alibi or some sort of proof of his innocence in a very high stakes case. And it made the show a lot more fun and interesting to watch. So I highly recommend doing that. I wish I could think of specific quotes of his that like made it extra funny, but alas, I cannot. The whole show kind of blurs together, you know? But back to the time travel thing. I do feel like, I mean, it's like totally possible that there's been alien interference. 'Cause like, why not, right? Like, we have maybe 12,000 years of recorded history, recorded being like, we have structures and cave paintings and hieroglyphs and stuff. I think the oldest cave paintings go back around 40,000 years. But those are just, I mean, they've been preserved. Just because that's been preserved doesn't mean that we should assume that is the level that all of humanity was at when it comes to civilization. Also, we shouldn't be judging what level, it's a weird term, I should say what stage of civilization any civilization is at just based off of cave paintings. Like, people make cave paintings today. I'm certain that people of very civilized societies sometimes go into caves and paint things. And that'll be preserved for tens of thousands of years, maybe. All this to say, humans in our present biological state, so I'm like not talking about Neanderthals. There may have been some crossover, but like today's humans biologically have existed for like 200,000 years, 170,000 years, something like that. A lot of years. And we have like 12,000 years of history, starting with like the Sumerians, the Egyptians. I think the oldest pyramid is 12,000 years old. So much history has been lost. I'm much more quick to believe in very civilized societies of old than I am to believe in alien interference. I definitely can get on board with the idea that there was a fall, maybe multiple falls of civilization in the past, or sort of mass death, near extinction events of some sort, whether they were natural disasters or some kind of crazy warfare. I don't know. I feel like if it wasn't a natural disaster, if it was some kind of warfare, there would probably be a little bit more of some kind of paleontological evidence. But I don't know. But like, humans are smart. Humans are really, 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 really smart. And we've been at our present stage of evolution for like 200,000 years. I cannot wrap my head around what I think is supposed to be like the normal, historically accepted idea of like humans just being really, really like dumb until the Sumerians started writing in cuneiform, and then places started writing, and then we started building, and then we started trading, and then things got like better and better until today. Like, I can't get on board with that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I feel like because we have been this smart for so long, we must have written before 12,000 years ago, right? We must have written before 12,000 years ago. We must have been communicating in all kinds of ways. We must have been building all kinds of things, trading and sharing and doing all sorts of things that humans do. Not that the Sumerians weren't like incredible, and not that they didn't advance society after perhaps some kind of horrible thing had happened where there weren't very many humans left for some reason. And we needed a sort of fresh start. And then we get sort of today's canon of history after that mass extinction. I guess I can't call it an extinction if some people survived. Some kind of a disaster. I'm going a little bit off the rails on this Wee Hours Retinue. I'm very sorry. I think I've just had a lot of thoughts in my head about ancient aliens lately, and you guys are becoming my outlet, so I apologize for that. But y'all, you know, that's sometimes how it is. That's the Wee Hour Retinue, my friends. Please tell me what you guys' thoughts are on ancient humanity. Tell me if you think I should stop watching Ancient Aliens, but also tell me if you think there's anything that I would enjoy that is similar. It's a very dangerous hole to get trapped in. At the very least, though, I do hope that you guys can come away from this video with the very fun game of watching Giorgio Tsoukalos, if that is even his real name. I hope you guys can enjoy watching Ancient Aliens and imagining that he is on trial and that these are his defenses, because it really, really is hilarious. He is a miracle of a man. Yes, 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 yes. my camera's running low on battery. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time for the Wee Hours Retinue. And until then, my soldiers, my brethren, I'm sorry. Until then, I wish you tingles, and I wish you good, warm, safe nights, and cool breezes, and dry socks. Godspeed.